What is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel. On point reviews all day, every day. Welcome back yet again, everybody. If you are one of my old subscribers, it's great to see you guys yet again. And if you are new to the channel, if this is the first time you've seen my videos, please make sure to hit like and subscribe, because this is again one of many videos I have that I'm sure will answer a lot of your curiosities about certain fragrances. Now today we're going to talk about a fragrance that absolutely sparked my curiosity early in the game. When I started reviewing, I wanted to buy this because it was an exclusive, and at the same time it comes from one of my favorite houses ever, and that house is Ormonde Jayne, folks. Okay, and Ormonde Jayne, I mean, yes, they don't have that many perfumes that are, you could say, really popular in the fragrance community, but you know what, the few that do though are certified hits. I've done reviews on Montabaco Intensivo, Nawab of Oud, and my all-time favorite Ormonde Jayne is Black Gold. Now today we're going to talk about a fragrance that I have seen floating around the fragrance community for sale, you know, and I've seen it for sale at actually pretty good prices, and so that got me curious, especially because it is a Middle East exclusive. It's also part of their Bespoke collection. The fragrance I'm going to talk about today is none other than Ormonde Jayne Rawdah. Rawdah by Ormonde Jayne. Again, this is a Middle East exclusive. I believe it's also available in their Bond boutique, which is in London. I mean, as you guys know, London is the epicenter of a lot of these perfumes, all right? So all the exclusives, I'm sure you can find them in London, and it is a pure parfum concentration right here. Now, one of the big questions I had prior to wearing Rawdah is, why were people selling it? Why did I see Rawdah for sale, even at a really good price in Fragcom, you know, the secondhand stuff? And one of my thoughts was that it's just not popular enough. You know, I mean, some of these fragrances, you kind of need your buddies to sort of affirm, you know, your decisions. You know, if you have a few buddies in the fragrance community saying, you know, you've got an epic perfume, you feel good owning that perfume. And the thing with rarer perfumes, with less people that ever tried it, you know, makes it less relatable. You know, you'll be the only one with this perfume. You don't know a lot of people that can give you similar feedback. So anyways, these were all just stipulations and theories. I mean, I really didn't know the reason for that. Once I got a decant of Rawdah, I started looking around for the feedback as well as the data on Rawdah. And here's the thing, once I browsed the Harrods website, okay, this fragrance is sold out at Harrods, by the way, okay? It's completely sold out. But the thing I found out, and I'm going to read it straight out from the website, is this. Ormonde Jayne's Rawdah Pure Parfum is a sun-warmed scent infused with feminine seduction. Feminine seduction. So that makes sense now. Because when you see the bottle of Rawdah, there are no indications that it is a femme-leaning perfume. It's got the Arabic writing. It's got, you know, limited Bespoke on the bottle. And so my guess is that there are just a lot of guys that jumped in and bought Rawdah because of the Bespoke limited nature. So now the question really is Rawdah truly femme, or is this a unisex scent? Let's go find out by spraying this right now. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about the top notes of Rawdah. The first top note that is pretty unique here that I haven't found anywhere else is the fruit of pomelo. Pomelo fruit is one of the main chief parts of the top notes here in Rawdah. Now, pomelo, as you guys know, has a tart and fresh smell, but at the same time it has very similar traits to grapefruit. It has sort of like the bitterness of grapefruit, and so pomelo here I think is that unique start. Once you spray this on yourself and you smell that pomelo, it's a unique fruit note that has some grapefruit qualities, but is not like anything else. I like the pomelo right here. Perfect. It's different. and it stands out. The other top note right here is pineapple, and if you're into all this Aventus brouhaha, you probably are already curious, but I'll tell you right now that the pineapple here is secondary to the pomelo, and it is not a bright, fresh pineapple. Matter of fact, it is pineapple fused with pink pepper, so it's almost like a spicy darker shade of pineapple right here, guys. And you know, this one right here sets up the classiness, it sets up the elegance right here. Now, so far from the pomelo to the pineapple, one of my curiosities was that, you know, is this unisex or is this femme? From pomelo to pineapple with the pink pepper, I was pretty confident, and I was like, you know, this can be worn by a guy. All right, because for me, I can see myself wearing this. I don't see any issues with this. Matter of fact, it smells kind of good. But then you've got the femme note. All right, and I'm just gonna call it the femme trigger. I'm just gonna come up with my own review words. Femme trigger for me is like a note that when it comes out, it's like unmistakably like femme. And that note is peach, guys. All right, so peach comes in here. And the funny thing is that Rawdah is actually one of 3 perfumes that I've smelled that are for women or femme leaning, and all 3 of those perfumes have peach. And I guess that's why I called it the femme trigger, because the moment the peach comes in, it's definitely femme. You know, once you smell it, you've probably smelled it on your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, okay? But definitely once the peach comes in, it does turn femme. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying like, oh, that's only one note. Like, there can't be any more femme triggers in Rawdah. Wrong, there are more, okay? And it goes right after the peach, okay? So right after the peach, you're gonna get florals. Blooming femme florals of jasmine and freesia. Okay, jasmine and freesia, probably more freesia than jasmine, comes out from that peach, and it's femme all throughout. We're talking about a time window of probably 1 hour, 1 and a half of femme smelling peach and jasmine and freesia. And you know, hey, if you're a girl, this is nice, you know, because you're gonna get this unique fruity opening with a little bit of spice. I guess that's the Middle Eastern aspect of it, that it's a spicy, fruity floral. And then after that, you've got the blooming floral notes of the jasmine and the freesia. And then after the jasmine and the freesia, when you've got this beautiful scent trail around you, for the ladies at least, from here it gets into a darker shade, guys, okay? And so in comes your bluebell, and I was just like, what the hell is bluebell? I looked into bluebell, and bluebell is basically hyacinth, okay, which we all know. So hyacinth comes in. This is the same note that's very popular in Purple Accento by Serjoff, as well as Violet Sapphire, I believe, has hyacinth. From this point on, it's like a gradient. It turns a bit darker with the hyacinth note, and it is paired with iris, guys, okay? So iris and hyacinth together, that's a very common combination. I think those two always go together quite well. And it gets kind of powdery. Maybe 2 hours later, it gets powdery with the violet-like smells. It goes back to sort of like a unisex smell, okay? So it goes real femme from the peach to the freesia, but the moment the hyacinth comes in with the iris to the dry down, then it kind of goes back to unisex. And I love the dry down right here. The base notes of Rawdah is basically like 2 notes that are prominent right here, even though there's 4. The 2 notes that are prominent here are musk and vetiver. All right, so musk and vetiver, these are 2 very, you know, sensual, fade to black, and also, you know, partly serious notes, and I think that plays into the Middle Eastern vibe of Rawdah. There's that, you know, part serious, part classy, you know, the poise of, you know, a lot of these Emirati guys or gals, you know, with the poise right there and the body language. I think that this one is the classy part, very, very classy part, with the vetiver, with the musk. And I know if you guys read the notes, you're gonna see Madagascar vanilla, you'll see amber, and I'm a big fan of Madagascar vanilla. I've had it real prominent in many of my perfumes, but in this case, I mean, the vanilla and the amber are the sweetness in the background. In this case, the Madagascar vanilla is not full on. It's really vetiver and musk, real classy. And I think it's unisex at this point. You know, it's not truly femme, but it does have the sweetness of Madagascar vanilla and amber in the background, okay? But definitely, I love the mid to dry down phase of this fragrance. So in the end, guys, how do I feel about it? Do I feel like it's a unisex perfume? Now, here's my opinion, guys. The first and last part of Rawdah are really unisex, okay? The pomelo, the pineapple, and then you've got the vanilla musk right there at the end. Pretty unisex, guys, okay? I think guys can wear this. Now, you gotta test this fragrance and see if you can get past the middle part, okay? If you can get past that femme-leaning peach that goes into the freesia and the jasmine, then you're golden. You know, if to you, your nose translates it as, hey, these are just blooming florals, and I love florals, you know, and there are a lot of people like that. If you can translate it as that, I think that you can wear this as a guy. It's just that to me, it's unmistakably femme. You know, that's just the thing. To me, it's like you spray this, once you smell the peach and the florals, I mean, for me, this is something I've smelled, like I said, with one of my wife's perfumes in the past, you know, probably one of my mom's perfumes when she was younger. It's just that peach and floral combination that I really can't get by. But for the ladies, this is legit. Okay, I will say this is legit, and it's way classier, you know, because there are other fragrances for women that have peach. Like I told you guys, I just tried 2 previously before this one, and those are nice, but they are more casual. Okay, they are definitely more casual in their approach. But Ormonde Jayne Rawdah is definitely more on the classy, expensive side. You know, if you're, you know, wanting to smell rich and complex, you know, complex I think is the word right here because of the note combination. You gotta try this one right here, ladies. This will work out for you gals, okay? This will be a unique addition to your collection. And does it have a Middle Eastern vibe? Somewhat, I think somewhat, you know, for some reason it's the vanilla musk, maybe the jasmine, those parts really make me feel like it's a Middle Eastern perfume, but I think it's more on this fragrance being an exclusive, being a bespoke type of perfume right here. I think that that's what you're gonna get, a very rich smelling, expensive smelling perfume. And surprisingly, this fragrance is actually not that expensive. So last time I checked, it was like 1,000 AED, and that's around maybe $250 for, I think, like 100 ml. I'm not sure if it was like 50 or 100, but I know that it wasn't really crazy expensive. And I've seen this being sold at $150 at the gray market. Okay, of course, this answers my question. Some guys bought into it as a Middle Eastern exclusive bespoke, only to find out that there is a real middle femme part that they probably can't take. So hopefully this video helps out now, right? So you get on this video, you check out my video, now you know that Rawdah is definitely a femme leaning exclusive perfume from Ormonde Jayne. And it is quite confusing, right? Because I've seen guys wear Ormonde woman. Okay, so, you know, I don't blame you guys for trying, keep testing. That's what I tell everybody. You know, the beauty of staying here at home, trying all these amazing decants. I've got multitudes of decants right here that I'm trying. The beauty of that is it sort of replicates the experience of going to a perfume lounge or a perfume bar or a perfume station at a very high-end boutique. You know, just how you guys enjoy trying out those testers is pretty much the same experience here at home for me. Okay, and you know, it's a hassle actually going out right now and trying perfumes. You know, you have to literally go with the SA, they have to literally wipe everything down for your own protection. It's just a hassle. Like for me, I'd rather get the decants and try it here at home. Rawdah, a solid perfume by Ormonde Jayne. Again, for me, femme leaning, but you know what? unique. It's very unique, and I guess that's why it's a Bespoke collection perfume. Unique on the note combinations. And again, this will make you smell good, ladies. Classy, expensive, rich, and luxurious, definitely. And that is it. That is my review on Ormonde Jayne Rawdah Bespoke collection from the Middle East. Let me know in the comments what you guys and gals think. If you are one of those that got to try and use Rawdah, or maybe you sold it because you found out it was kind of femme, let me know in the comments below. And if you like Ormonde Jayne, let me know if you want any of their perfumes reviewed on my channel, guys. I think I have Ormonde Man. I still have Black Gold, my favorite, that I haven't really reviewed yet, and some other ones, Amber Royale, I believe. So let me know in the comments if you want me to review any other Ormonde Jayne fragrances. And again, do not forget to like and subscribe, and I do thank you guys for liking, subscribing, sharing, telling your buddies about us. I appreciate all of that. All right, this is not only just a niche perfume review channel. We do a lot of other reviews. I mean, definitely this is a niche perfume, but you know, you'll get a lot of stuff here this year. So until then, this is Troy D. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great weekend. I'm headed back to work. God bless. Take care. Have a great day, guys.